Welcome to the sixth and final belief. We hope that the ideas in this chapter are no surprise, as we have tried to weave a consistent thread of balance and choice throughout the book and our course. It is the leader's duty and responsibility to know when to step away, when to structure non-tech interactions, and ensure the same set of choices for his or her teachers. Human interactions always have priority over any technological interactions. The technology is here to support our relationships, not replace them. As you find tools and processes that save time, always ask yourself what you are doing with that newly found time. Are you cramming more tasks into it? Or are you doing the things that technology cannot? I'll pass the mic to Steve now. We'll share some thoughts on silence.
Thanks, Rashawn. I'm going to start with an observation about something that's really rather topical. It's about the band Radiohead. I like Radiohead as much as most people who are my age and who kind of went to college when I went to college. And one of the things I love best about them is the way that they create songs that are instantly recognizable, songs you might want to sing along to, songs that stick in your head, songs that seem to have a degree of harmony. But at the same time, they sort of sneak in a lot of very experimental ideas and very experimental techniques. And I've always loved bands who could walk the line between being listenable while also stretching our concept of music. They made the news, on purpose, of course, for going completely silent on the internet, or trying to go completely silent on the internet. So Pitchfork had a pretty good review of this. I think they may have even broken the news. So I'm just going to share what Pitchfork wrote about this. Radiohead's internet presence is disappearing. As Reddit users noted, their website slowly decreased in opacity until it went entirely blank. It appears that tweets and Facebook posts from their accounts have been steadily disappearing. There are no longer any tweets or Facebook posts on the band's accounts. Their profile pictures and cover photos have gone completely blank as well. So I just love this idea, and of course it's probably a stunt, or definitely a stunt, but I love this idea that by going silent, in terms of one's media on the web, you can actually make a lot of noise, and you can actually in this case, get a lot of attention for disappearing, for not being present, and for actually removing images. It reminds me of one of my favorite works of art, John Cage's 4 minutes and 33 seconds, which of course was notoriously a period of silence that John Cage imposed on an audience. And so, as I was thinking about this, I looked up a quick article about the score of John Cage's 4 minutes and 33 seconds, which of course is completely blank, and found this on the MoMA's website. It's titled, "There Will Never Be Silence, Scoring John Cage's 4 minutes and 33 seconds. On a warm summer evening in August 1952, pianist David Tudor approached a piano on stage at the Maverick Concert Hall in Woodstock, New York. Stopwatch in hand, Tudor sat before the piano and, without striking a note, premiered John Cage's composition, 4 minutes and 33 seconds. Commonly known as Cage's silent piece, 433 comprises 3 movements during which a performer, or performers, are instructed to produce no intentional sounds for 4 minutes and 33 seconds. This radical gesture upended the conventional structure of music, shifting attention from the performer to the audience and allowing for endless possibilities of ambient sounds to fill the space. Today, 433 is recognized as a groundbreaking work that synthesizes Cage's interests in chance operations, experimental music, and visual arts. When discussing the work over his lifetime, Cage emphasized that, rather than intending to simply shock his audience, he hoped to attune listeners to silence as a structure within musical notation. And so, for some reason, maybe pretty predictably, when I saw what Radiohead was doing with their online image, I was reminded of Cage and what he did with music. Granted, these two things are totally different and the scale is totally different. But I liked being reminded of the power of silence and the power of not being present and the power of occasionally not making a sound.